All right, Coach, thanks for joining us here. Tough loss here tonight. Any loss is hard, but when you have a chance to kind of reflect back on this one, certainly the offense just never really got going like we're accustomed to seeing. What did St. Francis have to do with that? And, what have you been able to kind of take in so far, just reflecting on it here a few minutes after the game?
Well, I think in the first half they had done some different schemes a little bit as far as how they were playing us in the passing game and a little bit in the running game, and then they were able to execute a lot better than we were. I think that was the biggest thing there is from an offensive point of view. We just did not ever get things going. And then you had a couple of turnovers.
Yeah, and it looked like there in the first half you were starting to kind of get a little bit of momentum with that tempo offense. Then there was the penalty after a big run play from Carrington Mosley. Was that kind of a turning point there as well that just kind of took you guys out of sorts?
Well, yeah, we never got a rhythm. Once we kind of got something going, then something would happen in a negative way, and we just weren't able to capitalize on overcome those, I guess is what you want to say. But, again, our guys played hard. I really was excited about that they continue to compete, they continue to believe, and they continue to play hard all the way until the last whistle. So we'll watch this tape, and we got to get some things straightened out on the offensive side, particularly defensively. I think we just a little bit later on tackling-wise. We didn't tackle quite as well later on. But, again, we'll learn from it.
Yeah, that was kind of my next question as well. Just your thoughts on the effort from your team here tonight.
Well, everything was solid and good from that point of view. I think we all played hard. They were all engaged and really playing hard, and that's all you can ask for. And, sometimes you do come up short, but we'll bounce back. I know we're very, very competitive in what we want to do and what we want to do as far as a football team. And our guys will come back to work here. Again, we'll probably practice 2 or 3 times this week and then give them some time off, and then obviously we'll get ready for Kennesaw State.
You mentioned the turnovers in the second half. A couple of times tonight looked like Buckshot just overthrew the target a little bit. Was he just kind of out of sorts tonight? Because you saw some of that last week too. Well,
the last one there, I guess, toward the end there, as far as we thought that he had thought the guy jumped off sides, and so that one there, wasn't necessarily a bad throw. It just was a situation he thought it was going to be. We always tell him to throw it up when the guy's offside to take a chance. You never know what's going to happen. So, the other things there, we just a few things where we were not quite on the same par as far as our receivers and our quarterback on some things, but we have to adjust on some of the things that they were running. They would do what we call a post coverage. When the ball snapped, then they kind of changed their coverage, and our receivers had to make some adjustment. We made some adjustment to that, but sometimes we're not quite on the same page, so we got to give them credit.
Was it coverage that you guys hadn't seen on film prior to this?
Well, I think it's just they mixed some things up. It's not anything, a coverage that we had never seen before from that point of view, but it's just different routes you run. You have to make some adjustments. And then some of that, too, they got pressure a few times on them, on Buckshot, and O-line didn't hang in there as much. But overall, you got to give a lot of credit to them. They did a fantastic job of putting together a scheme with the bye week and did a good job of that.
Fourth quarter, going back, looking at it, I know the run game was something that you wanted to get going, but looking back, I guess now, would you have rather maybe thrown it a little bit more there in the fourth quarter, or were they just not giving you that?
I don't know if I think just the turnovers, particularly in the second half. I think we had some things going. We just turned the ball over whenever we had some things going in the right direction, so we never got into a good rhythm as far as trying to keep the tempo going and running plays in a fast manner. But again, we just did not play up to our potential. They played, definitely very, very, very well, and we had to match that. And unfortunately, tonight we were not able to do that.
What's going to be your message to this team going into a bye week now yourself, and a chance to, I guess have to sit with this for a couple of weeks, but a chance to get better?
Well, we'll be to get better at those things. We're going to watch on tape. We're going to evaluate what we have accomplished as far as the first 5 ball games, the things we need to improve on. We'll address those things and try to get ourselves to be a better football team. So I think we'll be a better football team when we come back ready to play in 2 weeks.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time.
All right, to God be the glory.